There is one word that infects your statement of purpose and weakens your entire application, which is terrible because your statement of purpose is the last thing in your control that you can use to get yourself to stand out. I struggled with writing my statement of purpose, but I think one of the reasons why I was able to get into Yale's economics PhD program is because I avoided this word. So whether you're just starting your graduate school application, you're reviewing your SOP, or you're just looking to the future about whether you should go to graduate school or not, this video is going to help you write a stronger application. Let's talk about why you should never use the word passion. Let me tell you a secret. I am passionate about dogs. Ever since I first encountered a dog, I just knew I loved them. I can remember this one dog, still picture it to this day. It helped me just see the world differently. And now I'm ready to learn more about dogs and start a career pursuing my passion. It would not be surprising to find that paragraph in a statement of purpose. Of course, you would switch out dogs for the topic that you're interested in, such as economics. I am passionate about economics. Ever since my first economics class, I knew I wanted my career to involve it. I can remember one economics professor who helped me see the world differently. And now I'm ready to learn more about economics and start a career pursuing my passion. I think students are tempted to use the word passion in their SOP because they've always received this career advice to follow their passions. And they've heard that graduate schools are looking for students who are passionate about the topic. So they think the best way that they can signal their passion is to just come out and say it. I am passionate. But there is a huge problem. It's all cheap talk. Cheap talk happens when I can say something without worrying about the consequences of lying. Here's an example. I lied about my passion for dogs. Not only am I emphatically not passionate about dogs, I just don't really like them that much. But if I was desperate and there was a well-paying job out there that required me to interact with dogs, I might be willing to lie about my love for dogs. And it's even easier to lie about a passion for economics, history, or whatever topic that you're interested in studying. But you say, I really am passionate about this topic. I'm telling the truth. I believe you. But what's a better way to express that? There is a big musical number in Disney's Enchanted where Amy Adams sings about how you know whether someone loves you.
How does she know that you love her?
The big takeaway is that you know somebody's love through the things they do. If you want to show love, you have to be active. And that's another reason why I don't like the word passion. It shares an etymology with the word passive. The idea is that your feelings are so powerful that you have no choice in these matters. These feelings act upon you. You're a dandelion waiting for the winds of passion to blow on you. But who wants a graduate student who is passive? We want a graduate student who is active, someone who chooses the things they're interested in, someone who identifies a topic they're interested in and then pursues it. So rather than confess that you're passive, why don't you show them that you're active? Which of these is a more convincing case for somebody who loves economics? I am passionate about economics. Since December 2018, I have created over 200 YouTube videos about economics. Obviously, the second one, creating 200 YouTube videos takes a lot of work. And I mean a lot of work. And often they just don't get that many views. The only way that you keep making those videos is because it's something you're interested in. Passionate people don't say they're passionate. They do things that show they are passionate. In your statement of purpose, you need to tell a story that shows who you are and your interest and investment in this topic. What kind of stories work best? I think the best ones weave your personal experience with your unique research insights. Here's an example that I was considering 10 years ago when I was writing my statement of purpose. Pay attention to what this paragraph teaches you about me. In graduate school, I would be interested in researching the effect of ethnic enclaves on immigrant job market outcomes. After my first year in college, I decided to pause my education and spend 2 years volunteering for my church. I moved to Florida and worked with the Haitian immigrant population, learning how to speak Haitian Creole. But as I met more Haitians, I realized many of them spoke English well, and most spoke English better than the Hispanic immigrants I met. I learned that many of the Hispanic migrants worked under a manager who also spoke Spanish, but many of the Haitians had to work under someone who did not speak Creole. It looked like the success and density of the Hispanic population weakened the incentive to invest in learning English, while the Haitian population was forced to learn English to find work. In the short run, this might benefit Hispanics, but in the long run, it might benefit the Haitians. I want to explore this hypothesis and see if the density and success of an ethnic enclave affects the lifetime earnings profile of immigrants. This paragraph demonstrates so much about who I am, my religious convictions, my ability to learn another language, my interactions with an immigrant community, but it also demonstrates my desire to do research. It shows how I was able to use my everyday experience to inform a research question that I could plausibly pursue in graduate school. But most importantly, it demonstrates so much of my passion for these topics without ever using the word passion. Probe your life for stories that will demonstrate who you are and what your research interests are. Those will be the most effective at getting you to stand out, and they will show your reader that you're prepared for graduate school. But before doing any of that, you should check out this video on whether you should even do a PhD.